Export St. Lucia TIPA has been actively pursuing the Cuban market since 2012. Many of the St. Lucian companies which have been exposed to the Cuban market over the years have gained the interest of Cuban buyers as well as government officials. However, with the exception of Barron Foods St. Lucia Limited, none have been able to successfully penetrate the market and secure a contract with a buyer of interest. This lack of progress by the St. Lucian companies prompted Export St. Lucia TIPA to complete a review of its interventions as well as those of the said companies in the Cuban market. According to Export St. Lucia TIPA CEO Sunita Daniel, the mission was a resounding success and it allowed for the clearing up of a number of misconceptions about the Cuban market.
So the main purpose of that visit was really to go into Cuba and speak with the officials there, speak with the persons who really can make the decisions and the changes for us, have those meetings with them and address the concerns that our individual companies would have had. So some of them would have had registration issues, some of them would have had difficulties with getting further orders, and so that's what we went to do, to really look at what are the constraints that the companies are facing and to find out from the Cuban authorities how we can overcome those constraints for our exporters.
Client manager with responsibility for the Northern Caribbean, including Cuba, Heidi Constantine Felix, says now armed with the information, clients can have a greater appreciation for the processes associated with Cuban market entry.
Cuba is a different type of economy. We know it's centrally controlled, so the process to doing business with them is quite different from what our companies are used to. So there's a lot of registration with the companies. You need to operate through government authorized importers, and you also, despite being certified internationally, your products also have to be tested within Cuba to make sure that they are suitable for that country.
The client manager went on to indicate that the potential is there for greater collaboration between the two countries.
I think now they know the faces. The ambassador had been doing some work, and seeing her again at their companies made them realize that we are serious, that we mean business, and so we do anticipate some more support from the side of the companies and the authorities in Cuba. They were happy to have us there and to dialogue and discuss with us, and so we believe that that will help the process.
With the information now being filtered through to the clients of Export St. Lucia TIPA, it is anticipated that the necessary changes will be made to allow for greater penetration into the long elusive Cuban market. For Export St. Lucia TIPA, Jason Darius reporting.